Good afternoon and welcome to the 2019 Under-18 Women's Ontario Curling Championship final match brought to you by Curl On and Title Sports Live. We are at the Paris Curling Club in Paris, Ontario. My name is Mary Chilvers and I am joined here this afternoon by my co-host Lori Eddy. So in this final this afternoon, we have Team Rachel Steele from the Port Perry Curling Club going up against Team Emily Deschenes from the Manotick Curling Center. We have just ended the practice and are throwing the first rock here of this final matchup with Team Deschenes having the hammer here. Lori, I'm just going to go through all the people on these this championship final. Team Steele we have with Rachel Steele at skip. Grace Lloyd is at third. Veronica Bernard is at second. Megan Ford is at lead, and Sean Ford is the coach of this team up against Team Deschenes. Skip Emily Deschenes. Third, Emma Artichuk. The second is Jillian Uniacke. The lead is Celeste Gauthier. They have an alternate player, Grace Cave, and their coach is Greg Artichuk. And here we go, Lori. It's the final.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm sure the heart rates are racing out there. After they throw a couple rocks, they'll settle in.
Yeah.
And we've already got rocks in play here, Mary, in the first end.
First rock goes short, so Deschenes team tries to come around that, comes up a little bit deep in that first lead rock.
Well, I think it's a good call by Rachel Steele. They won the semi-final earlier today over Sophia Johnston. They've already faced an elimination game and came through. They've had that big game experience, so they're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had a chance to play on the ice this morning, so I think that's an advantage.
Yes, Team Deschenes got the bye to the final with their undefeated record. So, of course, you always would love to take your chances and get right to the final.
Yeah.
But it does give you a little more time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they were allowed earlier practice after that semifinal game.
Team Deschenes sporting their matching scrunchies and earrings, Lori.
Yeah, these are different ones from the other day.
Yeah.
I think they've got their playoff scrunchies on. They're jazzy and shiny.
That's not bad, C. Good throw. Sorry, C. Really? Apparently not. Didn't.
So she would have loved to have stuck her shooter there out on the wing. Just rolls out. This gives Team Steele a chance to
That's okay, though.
sink one around
Like,
again.
it's fine. We'll just grip on the next.
She could freeze to the back one as well.
Yeah.
So Mary will also keep a close eye on the men's semifinal with Team Goves playing against Scott Mitchell. Team Goves had to come through a tiebreaker earlier this morning, defeating Team McNamara. That was an exciting game. Team McNamara was down 5 early, but it did go down to the last end.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of exciting action here. Final day at the U18 Provincial Championships.
And on our feature sheet, Emily Deschenes asking for the double peel here. Looks pretty good.
She might be able to squeeze her shooter on, maybe? No, not. But that's a really good shot.
Yeah, she sticks around for a little bit of a corner guard and is actually very tight to the rings. It could be split in later on in the end.
So not looking to roll behind the corner guard right now, just would prefer to roll to the wing. Her rock would be behind the tee line.
Gonna roll out here.
Yeah, I think you'll see Rachel Steele not taking any chances, realizes that might be a little too tight to the rings. She's going to peel that away.
Just doesn't quite get the roll out there.
No, Anne leaves the corner guard, so Team Deschenes will use that. I think this might go right through the rings. Yeah, just too much. Doesn't take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, you know, you have to really maybe talk more about the tolerance on that one, because if you're light, that's not bad. It'll be another corner guard. It's certainly better than putting it right through the rings.
That's the word of the week, Mary, this week, tolerance.
Tolerance.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that word this week, I could go to Mexico with you.
You can make about $50 if you had that. What would we do with that $50, Lori?
Oh, my. So nice peel there. So they will just draw into the rings. Now they're sort of hoping for a blank end here to start the game.
Well, it turns out that this is a pretty open end, but I don't think either team would be too upset about that. Kind of get used to being in this final championship game.
Yeah, a good chance to get the nerves out. It's hard not to think about the prize, though, Mary.
Oh, absolutely it is. Especially around the sixth end. You know?
Exactly. Okay, she didn't roll away, so this will, Team Deschenes will try to get a little piece around there, make her shot a little more difficult. Well, yeah, what about at the Briar when they play the music and pipe out the trophy and with the Mounties and
at the fifth end.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And have the whole table of prizes out there. Okay, slight chance here for Team Deschenes. Would love to just tuck a corner around here.
Oh, that's a heck of a shot.
There you go.
That's pretty much buried. You can see a sliver of it, but she's going to draw to it.
Yeah, valiant effort for sure. Puts a little more pressure here on Team Steele. But if she does follow her down, she might be able to get a force here in the first end.
Mm-hmm. So last shot for Rachel Steele in this first end, playing the freeze.
Looks a little warm. They need it to curl too. Just too heavy. So the gamble pays off for Team Deschenes. She'll have an open draw here for a big 2 points to start this game.
So she asked her sweepers about the weight. Say, should I throw less? And they said yes. This is a totally different path than the first one.
Line's good.
Should be okay if she throws a little bit less.
Just clean it. Run it a little straight. Run it a little straight. Oh.
Yeah, they didn't really touch the first one, so I can see why the sweepers would say that.
That should be fine. Good throw, Em.
They're just walking it down there.
Two. Really nice, Em. What time did we get on that?
Really nice shot there. So big 2 points for Team Deschenes to start this final game. They will lead 2-0 over Team Steele, and Team Steele will have the hammer playing the second end. So 2 points for the skipper on that one.
Skip's deuce. That's what that's called. There was nothing in the rings before she came up to shoot, and they scored 2.
Isn't that something?
Okay.
So this is Celeste Gauthier.
Gotta be in. Gotta go. Hard then. Really gotta go. Keep looking. Keep looking. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Really going on this one. They want to get it in the rings.
Go. Hard, Jill. Hard, Jill. Go, go, go. You got it. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, same.
Doesn't quite, but it's in a really good spot. Really nice and tight to the rings.
Need a good one here from Megan Ford.
Yes, Megan is 17 years old. She is a grade 12 student at the A.N. Myers Secondary School. Just a little bit warm on that throw. So in our men's semifinal, Team Mitchell scores 2 in the first end over Team Goves. There was a ton of rocks in play over there.
Celeste is from Nepean, just near Ottawa. She goes to Maryvale High School, grade 11. Nice shot by Celeste. Is removable or tappable. Just want to tap these back maybe, would be a great shot for Megan.
So Megan won the 2016 Bantam Girls Provincials
4-5.
and also the Ontario Winter Games.
This line's coming in really nice here. They want to get sweeping it a bit. Very nice shot.
Yeah, great throw.
This is Jillian Uniac, better known as Jilly Bean. She's from Perth, Ontario.
Just a little warm on that. They would have loved to have frozen right on top. A little bounce off. So throwing second stones here for Team Steele is Veronica Bernard. She attends Brock University in her first year. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pushes their yellow in front of the red. Yellows are gathering up in there. Trying to roll it a little. Really straight in that spot. They actually thought the weight was down on that throw, and it still didn't. Still didn't really finish. Looking for the double, I think. Oh, just misses. Leaves her shooter in a good spot, though.
Can I have a touch less?
Really nice shot there. Great roll.
Yeah, so red will sit second and third. That sitting third position is pretty important.
Is there a way we can open it up and get rid of both those reds?
What?
Can we get rid of the reds up front? Like both of them?
I don't want to jam it though. Okay. Tolerance is light.
So throwing third rocks for Team Steele is Grace Lloyd. Grace attends McMaster University. She's in her first year. Lives in my hometown, Dundas.
5.
Really needs to move.
4, 5.
They're going for weight here.
Yeah, they're trying to sink another one in around.
We're not there.
This one,
A little light on that.
this is Emma Artichuk from Ottawa. Goes to the John McCrae Secondary School in grade 11. I think Rachel might want to open things up here.
It's not a bad spot.
Yeah, she is. She's got a couple yellows in there, so they could make a play on that center and open it up. She'd have some options.
Leave it high. Hey.
They're going to try to hit that red one onto the yellow one and hope that that yellow one hits the red one that is sitting either on the guard on the center line or maybe get the one on the 8-foot.
What kind of weight is she throwing here? This has
Calling
been a
board.
pretty straight little spot.
This really needs to go. It's moving now. Oh, that's
Well, she's got a lot moving. They're still just sitting the one.
Well, she also has that for 2.
yeah. The problem is what she's left.
Yeah, I think we throw it high.
They're just going to guard this, the Deschenes team.
2's okay.
Yeah, I guess you can't see much of that yellow one.
Not a lot.
Makes it easier for her.
And if you do play it, likely it would jam on the red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Rachel, a couple of shots ago, she was thinking about opening it up, and I think she should have then. I mean, I know then the Deschenes team would have an open hit and sit 3, but it's still only halfway through the end, and if you can get out of it, I think that's most important.
Just a 1. Just a 1.
Make sure.
Just a 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold line. Gotta go line.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Yep. Jill, stay on it. Jill, stay on it.
Yes.
Jill, yep. Jill. Just Jill. Just Jill.
No, no.
Just Jill. Really nice,
Easy.
Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, she has that. It's hard. Yeah, I think so.
So Rachel's going to throw back 8 weight here. This is such a long guard that Emily just put up. Rachel feels that she could curl enough behind that guard and just chip her yellow rock in to be shot.
Yeah, it's over buried by a lot. It really needs to make a right turn around that guard.
Yeah. What she has to remember here is not to overthrow this. If she overthrows it, which is a tendency in this type of a shot, it'll just run straight. She'll get nothing out of it.
Oh, I don't remember.
Saying backline weight here. weight actually is pretty good for what she called. Just probably not even there, Lori, that shot.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It was really overburied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although she was by the guard by
What do
plenty.
you guys
Yeah.
like?
So
It curled a lot
it
once
did.
it got by that
Yeah,
guard.
she would have had
Anything
to
on this side,
play it
really?
super tight to the guard just to have a hope to wick it over.
She'll kill 2 of her yellows probably.
Get to touch it here.
I mean,
And
we
you
can throw
can't.
the guard because I don't see her really having a lot on that side for anything more than 2.
I don't mind.
Okay, yeah,
So like here.
yeah. You got it. Where are you thinking? Here?
I like mid. Yeah.
Now the tolerance for Rachel's shot would have been to actually just put that top 12, right?
Yeah.
So she, you know, I mean, Emily would probably try to guard it but it would give Rachel something on her last one.
I mean, I don't even think the draw.
Yeah,
is there.
something to run the guard into. So did the Deschenes team, they are looking to guard the other side.
Well then,
Yeah.
no.
I'm not sure if
touch
Rachel
it.
has anything on the other
Don't
side.
touch it.
I guess they're a little
Never touch
concerned
it.
that she would play
Never touch it.
the red back,
Never touch it. Never touch it.
trying to get rid of that other red in the
Don't
back
touch it.
button, but that would
Good,
be risky.
It'd be dangerous, yeah.
Mhm. So they might try to give this another chance. Just tightening up the ice a little bit.
Yeah, it's not there.
They could actually play a little tap on this, the red one, Lori.
Yes.
Because I don't see a danger in trying it. If she'd over curled it, it would just jam on the other guard.
That's kind of like the Botcher shot in the semifinal against
Yeah.
Jacobs.
Yeah. Anyway, last shot for Rachel. Throwing kind of the same shot she just threw on her first one. Trying to get more curl here. This one's tighter to the guard for sure. Got to play it really tight. I think it's by. No,
But with
that's,
that extra weight, it
yeah.
just doesn't do anything.
yeah.
So they'll take their one. So that will be for Team Steele. Score is 2-1 for Deschenes, and Deschenes will have the hammer playing into the third end. And Mary, a quick update on the men's semifinal. Team Goves
Sorry, what were
answers back and gets 2 in the second end to tie that game with Team Mitchell 2 apiece.
Well, if you're right frozen.
I
it
bet
sends
there
it
were
right
lots
back
of high
if you're
fives
high
after that too.
They love their high fives, that team. They're
They
very
sure do.
aggressive with
Yeah.
them. And they
Like-
like to put their hand really high so their
Yeah,
coach has to
exactly.
jump in order to
Yeah.
get the high five. It's pretty funny.
And they really hit hard. It's
They
like
do.
it looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rachel will want to
No.
see a guard
It
on
was
this
overburied by 2 rocks.
first
You get to throw
rock.
weight in it.
of Megan's.
Yeah, I
She
do.
does.
You got it, see. Yeah. Yeah.
Celeste will draw around this.
Yeah, we got it. I think.
Yeah, that guard's pretty high, so you don't want to be too deep on this come around. Top 8 would be really good here. Don't want to be deep.
You, Jill.
Jill, no, Jill, close. Hard, Jill.
Top 4, top 4, top 4, top 4.
Yes. Hard.
Go, Jill.
Okay, get off of it. Get off.
That actually came out the other side, Lori.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
So
The weight-
Rachel's
yeah.
just going to ignore it. She kind of has to try to get something going here. Get it in a steal position. No pun intended.
Guard's pretty hard. Or, not hard.
I'm sure she's
Sorry.
heard that one a million times.
You could be in the booth with Russ and Cheryl. They love their puns.
They do.
Oh, they're so cheesy.
Do you like it around again?
They must stay up at night thinking of them.
Yeah.
So 2 really nice
Pretty good,
center
yeah,
guards
I agree.
there by Megan.
You got it, see.
Yeah, they were calling that in, but that is definitely that where it is just fine. They need a couple of center guards up here now.
They certainly do, and really coming around that high guard. I think it'll,
We
no
gotta
matter
go.
where you
Head
put it,
down,
they'll
go.
be able to access it.
Hard, Jill.
Yeah, we gotta go. This is a guard right now.
Room.
We gotta go.
Yes,
We really gotta go.
hard. Hard, Lloyd. Yes.
Really gotta go.
Hard. Hard, you got it. Hard.
Whoa.
Yep, yes. Even.
Really nice
good, Dave.
shot and great sweeping by the Deschenes team.
It's not easy. They're basically even. So like, if you hit it really high and they both spring, yeah, but they don't stick. Yeah, good throw. Yeah. Yeah, good throw. No.
So Rachel's not comfortable with these 2 red rocks in the house, so she's going to go after this one. Throwing like a control weight. I would even like to see it more like a board weight shot here,
Yeah, they'd like to kill this
but definitely want to stick around as
and
well.
stick around.
No, it is curling here. They don't want to lose it. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh, that
no.
really went. Oh, dear.
They were
That's-
never worried either.
No, they were not.
Oh, that's too bad. She had a nice throw on that.
I don't hate something over here. Yeah. Or we straight peel, which I don't hate either.
What do you like, Jill?
I kind of like the peel. We're sitting 2.
Lori, if you noticed all the little children sitting in here on the couch,
Yes, they said it was the fan club.
they're like maybe 2, 3 years old, and I'll tell you, are they ever well behaved?
Yes. And cute as buttons.
Cute.
Really hard, see. Really gotta go. You really gotta go hard.
Hard. Roll it, go.
Might pick their own out. Oh, just. Well, this is good for the Steele team. She did leave a guard up front. So,
Okay. It was a hair saw.
Those
but-
2 lead rocks of Celeste, because of their placement, are really problematic for Team Steele.
yeah, and it goes to show you, A, how important these rocks are, and B, how important draw weight is. She put those both in front of the tee line,
Yeah.
and it's causing the other team a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and even if Team Steele did manage to freeze to it, they'd have so much more room to still get multiple score.
Yeah.
So
This looks
looking for a
good.
run back.
Good shot.
Yeah, nice shot
Very
there.
nice.
Removes one.
Just nose, Jill. You got it.
I like this.
Yep.
Hands on. Yeah, nose is fine.
I'm on 3.
So looking for the nose hit.
Good. 11.
One's really moving. She's going to roll out on this one.
Would love to stick her shooter.
Straight, Jill.
Just rolls through, I believe.
Yeah.
That's too bad. They won't be happy with that. That was a great opportunity to sit 2 points.
So Grace will throw the in-turn hit. You know, watch these center lines. You get a lot of curl around the center line area. Gotta get this by. No, she's gonna rack on the guard. So that is a much nicer setup now for the Deschenes team.
Yeah, handing the chances back and forth here in the third end. So a good opportunity here to split the rings. Sit 2. This one's a little warm, I think.
No, don't touch it.
I think it's gonna stick around, isn't it? Oh. Well,
it
does.
just does.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I tried to slow myself down the whole way on that one.
So Grace really wants to get a roll towards those other rocks around that corner guard area.
Yeah, they certainly do. Now her first one really curled, so she's brought the weight up on this one. Just gonna take a piece, I think, yeah. So that might have been a good opportunity for Rachel Steele to give a little feedback to Grace as to what happened on her first one.
Can I have a hair less? Maybe try and
Because I think Grace maybe tried to adjust with her weight, and maybe she really did throw it okay on the first one. Maybe it wasn't enough ice, hard to say.
Well, it's always good for the skip to say, okay, throw the same weight on this one that you threw, even if the weight that she threw on the first one wasn't what it was called. Just say, okay, I like that weight, throw it on this one too.
Yeah.
And I'll ice you for it.
Yeah, they were pretty quiet on that.
Yeah.
It gives Team Deschenes an excellent chance to really spread these 2 stones out.
Great sweep, guys.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. That double's really hard.
So skip Rachel Steele.
I didn't think that was a lot in my hand. I was saying go before
I think she'll aggressively go for the hit and roll.
Well, she's got to be careful here because she indicated to her third that it's pretty straight here, but I have seen over curls on these hits a lot. So you got to hit it first,
Yeah.
and then worry about the roll.
That's true, because if you do happen to roll out, she could just wrap another one around and sit 2 buried, which brings a 3 into play. So important to make the stick first.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be rolling toward the other rock, though.
She's going to sit shot.
Yeah. 11? Yeah, I agree. You got it. Yeah, 11.
Now she's choosing the other turn on this, mostly because there is a guard out there on the out turn side. But we watched the game earlier, Lori, and how much these curl inside out. So she needs to be aware and make sure she's fully on the broom.
Yeah, needs a clean throw here. I think if you start it at all, it just will go.
Yeah. Nice shot.
So she sits the 2 points for now.
No, it was 11. Weight was good, yeah. Oh, okay. That's okay. Pretty good, huh?
So since that rock did roll a little closer to center, makes Rachel Steele's hit and roll slightly easier. She can aggressively go for the roll now because really there's no fear to give up any more than 2. So I'd like to see them ice this tight, bring the sweepers into play, and really go for the hit and roll. Plan B.
I think you would have seen most teams actually throw that with the in turn instead of the out turn. It's always best to throw in towards the rock, especially when you're going for a roll, as opposed to trying to over curl the rock for the roll.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to cross it.
Yeah.
Maybe she just loves her out turn more.
Maybe, yeah.
There's a lot of players like that. Colleen Jones comes to mind. Jean-Michel Menard comes to mind.
So last shot for Emily Deschenes. From Ottawa, Emily is grade 11.
Pretty much a duplicate of her first shot. This would be a big 2 points here. Great sweeping there to hold that stone. She gets her 2 points, and she's breathing a bit of a sigh of relief on that one. So that will put the score 4-1 for Team Deschenes over Team Steele. That one certainly curled a lot more than her first one, Mary.
Yeah, it did. Well, like I say, in that spot, it's unforgiving. So over on the men's semifinal, Team Mitchell just scored 2 points in the third ends. They're up 4-2 on Team Goves playing the fourth end. So Celeste will want to put this one top 4, top 8. Skipper saying, Jill, get out. I'll take over.
Well, Jill's been working really hard.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Well, I think that the skip should come out on those shots, but one player does have to back away. You don't need 3 sweepers, right, Laura?
Definitely not.
No. And the skip should actually take the rock, I think, because they got all that energy.
Yeah, and they need to get rid of some of that nervous energy and. Yeah, anytime you can give your sweepers a little break, even if it's 10 feet, it's nice and appreciated. After a long week, these guys have already played 7, 8 games already.
Yeah, a lot of sweeping this week.
Yeah, the spaghetti arms are starting to kick in.
So Emily's asking Celeste to tap that red rock up straight back onto the forefoot. This can be a tricky shot if she doesn't get the angle right or she taps it too far. Doesn't want to tap it behind the tee line.
One of my least favorite calls, Mary.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's going to turn out she's going to play the call you would have called anyway. Just draw to it.
Yeah, she does separate it a little bit, which is good.
Now Rachel Might not want to be hitting this one yet.
Yeah, she has some other options here. She could throw another corner guard. She's down 3 points, and you really want to take advantage of that 5 rock roll. Emily's pretty happy having the play brought into the house. It makes them more comfortable.
Got a good roll here.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
You can see not much of that.
Not
so
much.
Not allowed to peel the guard yet.
Yeah, I like this call. Throw a tight guard. I don't like a high guard. Tight guard.
No, nobody ever likes a high guard. Well, there are instances now, but
Losing the line a little bit, but the weight is really nice. Not bad.
a little tight of the broom on that one.
Maybe she'll get the double.
Hope she doesn't hit it on her own.
Oof.
Just.
Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I think they have a couple options in their mind here that they could make this peel and roll to center. You certainly don't want to roll for another corner guard. So really, I like the straight peel on this. You're up by 3 points.
Ooh, that's hanging on.
Yeah, sure is. So leaves the corner guard, leaves them still sitting 1.
No, Rachel
sorry,
here. Yeah, she's choosing to yeah, I thought for a minute there she was going to hit, but she is coming around the corner, so that's a great call.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I think on Deschenes' team, really the straight peel was the call all day. Don't try to get too cute. So really nice opportunity here for Veronica. Just gets by, I think. Did it rub?
It rubbed, but they could have kept sweeping it, and it'll recurl behind behind the guard. Oh, this is an interesting call, Lori.
Up by 3. Leaving the corner guard.
This is a very risky call here.
If you're gonna call it, you gotta be careful. You don't want to bounce off. This has got to be made perfect, or it could be trouble city. Yeah. Yeah, that was my worry. So really good opportunity here for Team Steele.
Again, keep that shooter in play. And you make this hit. Stick around, and she's asking for a slight roll more to center line.
Yeah, if she could have a roll behind that top 12 rock, that could really be a guard.
This will really curl here. Gonna roll the, oh, on the nose.
Try and roll in here. Yeah, if we can. Can we ever roll and talk? 11. Yeah.
So they have a chance to get out of this with a hit and just a little flip, half a rock under the guard. It'd be really hard for Team Steele to remove it. Just hits and sits in the open. Yeah, this gives Team Steele a great chance to roll under the guard.
Wants to throw this one positive at the broom here because it's off that center line. It starts to curl. Either roll is fine.
Yeah, you pretty much have to make the call right out of her hand.
Yeah. This should be a nose hit. Those rolls, never easy, is it?
The elusive roll.
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody's going to make it at some point. So does make the roll the other way. There is a double though to sit 3. I think they were trying to roll it toward the corner guard.
I think the other way is better, Laura.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't this jam? Isn't this possible jam if she's trying to hit it on the outside, and I'm afraid the second one might.
You have to hit it this, yeah, they just
There we
changed
go.
the turn. That's
Yeah.
much better. These girls know what they're doing.
Yeah. So these rocks are fairly close together. So Rachel she hasn't got a whole lot of ice, so she'll want to throw this good solid takeout weight, not overthrow it, but
Yeah, they have a great opportunity here if the double can be made. Important line call. Veronica does hold the broom for Rachel. Just over curls, stuffs it.
yeah.
That is too bad.
As long as we get second, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So Team Deschenes sitting 1, but there's a lot of yellow ones in there, so she's the best guard is second shot.
Yeah, well, she's up 3. Elimination is the best, but she can't really.
Yeah, there's not a real good opportunity to get a double or anything, but you sure have to make this shot. She didn't hesitate, so must feel really confident about her draw weight.
It's not there, Lori.
Sweepers leave it short. I thought I heard them say back 8 at one point.
So Rachel has basically the same shot. I think she'll get 4 even if she has to roll inside slightly,
Yeah.
like an inch. She's coming the other way now.
Yeah, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically looking at a nose hit. So this, for my eye, this turn looks better for a nose. If she noses it, Mary, is her shooter in the rings?
Well, I was just saying she can afford to cross this just off center line on the in center line side, and then roll in. She just needs to roll like a half an inch to be on. I don't know if she hits it on the nose. I think she still might be on, Laura. It's hard to say.
Well,
It'd be worth a measure.
great chance here for Rachel Steele. You're not going to get many of these opportunities, so you want to make good on this one.
This looks pretty good. They're really going on this.
Oh, what a
Beautiful
beauty.
shot. And she's on. She got 4 points there.
Wow. So 4 points for Team Steele. And going into the break, they will lead 5-4 over Team Deschenes. Team Deschenes will have the hammer after the break.
And welcome back, everyone, to the 2019 Under-18 Women's Ontario Curling Championship final match, brought to you by Curl On and Title Sports Live. I'm Mary Chilvers with Lori Eddy. We just finished up the first 4 ends of this final matchup, and what an exciting fourth end it was. It is now a 5-4 score here for Team Steele. She just took a 4-ender here in the fourth.
Yeah, that certainly was a really interesting end, Mary.
Yeah, there was maybe a couple of calls that could have been made differently, especially on the Deschenes team. They tried that. To peel the corner guard and get too cute to roll to center line, and that's what got them in trouble. They should have just strictly peeled the guard. They did nose the guard, I believe, and
yes,
that's where the trouble started for them.
Yeah, well, the good part about these games being streamed, they are archived on Title Sports Live. And that end, once the dust settles down the road in the summer, that would be a really interesting end for the team to go back, look at that end, talk about it, learn from it, as they were leading by 3 at the time.
Yeah. And then on Emily's last one, well, normally you would hit something of your opponent's being up 3 points. There wasn't really anything she could hit, so she chose to play the draw. And unfortunately for her, she came up short to give Rachel that chance for 4.
Yeah, I guess I didn't hate the call at all, drawing to sit 2, but boy, you certainly have to make it.
Yeah.
They were sitting shot at the time. I guess they could have thrown a guard on the situation, would be the only other shot, but even that has risk. So I think the call was fine. It just came down to execution. So looks like this is going to be a pretty wide open 5th end after all that excitement in the 4th.
Yeah, and over on our semifinal match with the men, we have a score of 5-2. Scott Mitchell over Goves.
Yeah, stole one in the 4th end to take a 3-point lead. But Team Goves likes rocks in play, so they'll be doing all they can to get back into that game.
So I have a feeling that the Steele parents are both a little nervous because both their kids are out there right now.
Oh, that's very true.
Nathan Steele is on the boys' sheet and Rachel's on the girls.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know how they do it. My stomach's getting nervous watching these games. Parents have been here all week with these kids. It works out so well that it's over March break, too. Although I'm sure the kids would like to miss school. But, you know, they do eventually have to go to school at some point.
Yeah. So Veronica will want to throw this one with authority. That's all I can say. It curls here.
They're not throwing a ton of weight at it. Looks good. And rolls away too, which is nice. I don't think she would have liked to sit right there. Would have created a pocket, and then Team Deschenes would have had an opportunity, if they chose it, to maybe use it.
So Laura, we got some gifts from the mums of the McNamara team, and one of the gifts, it's a curling rock, but it's like a stress ball, what you would use, that you squeeze when you're stressed out, but it's a curling rock. So I just grabbed mine out of the bag because I'm starting to get stressed now for these girls.
I know my palms are getting sweaty. Well, unlike other events for these kids, this has so much on the line. It goes to a national championship, so it's not just playing for a banner and for the title.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a nice trip out to Alberta.
Such a great opportunity. You get to play the best in Canada. So much experience at those national events. So these girls are wanting it so bad.
Well, this is one way of saving some time on the clock for these teams.
Yeah, settling the nerves a little bit. I would have been curious to hear what the fourth end break was like on both sides. Really, at that point, Team Steele just wants to keep going. They just scored such a big end. So in a way, it's a bit of a momentum killer.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, for Team Deschenes, the fourth end break was probably very timely to settle everybody back down.
Yeah.
We saw in the men's tiebreaker game earlier today, Team McNamara got down 5-0 after 2 ends, and next thing, I think there was only one rock in play, and there was a timeout called by the McNamara coach, and they had a chat to calm everybody down, and that game did end up going down to the last end.
Yeah,
so
they
did a good job.
and then they stole. So
yeah.
At one point, it was 5-0, and then it was 5-4. So it can happen.
So Team Deschenes playing this entire end for the blank.
So Lori, we've had a really nice time here at the Paris Curling Club. I believe it just turned 175 years old. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's really something, and they've been really, really great to us, the TSL crew.
Yeah, they certainly have. You guys got a rib dinner yesterday
We
when I
did.
was away. I was so jealous.
Yeah, it was pretty delicious.
Yeah, there's been great spectator support all week. The town of Paris has been advertising for this championship. All the stores have
Signs up.
signs
Mhm.
advertising for it. So I think the town's really supporting the U18 championships. Yeah, it's been really fun. We've got a great place over at the Arlington Hotel, 5-minute drive away. Can't beat that.
Oh, it's been really good. We got the best room, too.
We really did. How did we get so lucky?
Well, we've got a good boss.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, the other guys were pretty jealous. But then we had to host the party last night.
I know, and I hate that. When I'm ready to leave a party, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, you can't be like, get out. Okay, so we're still playing up and down the sheet here in this end.
Well, they'll both be they're both thinking about the sixth end, which is kind of a key end to score in an 8-end game.
Well, I don't love the idea that Team Deschenes just chose to burn this end out. I mean, they are down 1 point here. After this end, there's only 3 ends to go.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I just think you always take advantage of the hammer opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
And after all this, you certainly want to ensure you're blanking. And it's never a gimme.
Never.
So this is Rachel Steele's last rock in this end. She will definitely want to nose hit to make Emily Deschenes make that peel. Right on the money. That's the best she can do there. So although this appears to be a pretty easy shot, they really do need to take an extra second. This is a very important throw. Taking one here is not ideal.
No.
You really want to blank. Played the whole end for it. And she makes it. So blank end here in the 5th, and the score will remain the same. Team Steele leading 5-4 over Team Deschenes. And Team Deschenes will have the hammer in the 6th end. I feel like the 6th end is going to be pivotal.
The end. I have a feeling you're right. So let's see where Rachel puts her first rock. Going top 4, top 8 here.
Yeah, the other thing now they have to keep in mind is we're in that 6th end where sometimes the middle starts to flatten out a little bit. Rocks don't glide as well.
Looks like a great shot here by Megan.
Really good. Well managed.
And the corner's coming up.
So over on sheet 3, Team Goves was forced to take one there. So the score is 5-3 for Team Mitchell. The winner will play Team Nepage in the final.
And that'll be shown here on Title Sports Live at 5 o'clock tonight.
So Mary, we get to go through all these emotions all over again in that game.
Yeah.
So nice corner guard there. Megan will try, I'm assuming, a tight center guard.
That's why the phone's in a cage.
Hoping this will sit as a guard. Just slips in. So they would have loved that just a foot higher, not touching the rings. Then you can't do anything with it yet.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, really
Beautiful
nice shot.
So Rachel can't do anything with that rock. It's completely buried around that corner. And she's going to go for it here, and she's going to guard that rock of their own that's sitting on the forefoot.
Yeah, line is key on this shot.
So is weight. They want to get this in tight if possible. This one's looking a little light. It's going to expose that one on the tee line.
Yeah, and unfortunately, she's guarding the side with the corner guard.
Yeah.
Or sorry, she's leaving the side
open.
Yes. With the corner guard. So big chance here for Team Deschenes to access that. They could possibly sit too buried behind that corner. So she doesn't get the roll.
So Steele team looking for the hit and roll behind their center line guard, but even the hit and roll behind the corner is not terrible.
Yeah,
it takes away that red one that's sitting there, that red point.
Basically, they need a roll. They're in a little bit of trouble right now.
It's one of those
in-betweeners.
I don't know what to do.
Well, she got a little roll toward the center. It was close.
Looking for a roll here. This one's close.
Oh, it's a really nice shot. Sits too buried behind the corner.
This is a great call by Rachel.
Yeah, straight peel.
If she misses this, she could get the back one. She got a piece. Yeah. There we go. Good shot by Grace. They're going to replace the corner guard for now. Pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think it does the trick. It's a little high, but it's covering the top one. So going for the straight peel. If she hits it thin enough, she might push her yellow one back into the rings, Mary. Open up everything.
Yeah.
Just like I called it. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a really good shot.
Now they'll have some chances to get out of this with a double. Team Deschenes can't guard anymore.
Yeah, and so it forces Deschenes to hit this one to sit 3, and then there is a double over on the other side. So
Yeah. Important hit and stick, though, here for Team Deschenes.
I think this is rolling out. Oh, no, she's okay.
Yeah, she had really nice weight on that. Okay, so Team Steele needs a good double here to get out of trouble. Looks like just a nose hit will do the trick. So another important line call here by Bernard. She's got lots of experience. I believe she's made the final, Mary, in the last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Really wants to win this one.
Right on the star. No, but like that. Oh, yeah. Literally, like, put it on the star.
Needs to curl, needs to get to the nose.
At least wants to stay there.
Oh, dear. Just misses it. And guards it, essentially.
Oh, that's what double does she have? I think I like right here. Unless she does, you lost it. We're still getting 2. I think she has to hit the open one. I think anywhere back is pretty good. You got it. Well, then she hits and rolls. But
So
I think back 8's perfect.
Team Deschenes throwing back 8 in the middle, keeping them all spread apart so there's no doubles.
Like back in. What? Oh, I figured like 15, 20, and I was like, what?
So Emily drawing to the middle of the rings.
Back 8. Back 8.
Keep looking!
Back 8. Gotta be back 8. Back 8.
Keep it high!
Hard back 8. Go, go, go.
Hard!
Yep. Then keep going. Whoa. Yep. Okay.
Might
Okay, that's okay.
have left that in not the most ideal spot, but it is a tricky shot for Team Steele. If she does, she's got a chance for hit and roll. She's got a chance for a double, but it is nerve-wracking because they are sitting 3.
Kick. Okay. Good sweep.
But she can get out of trouble here with a good shot.
So if she doesn't make the double, she might just get a nice little hit and roll here.
Yeah, you got to make the call right out of her hand on this.
Hasn't got a whole lot of weight on this.
So hit and roll might be the call then.
I'll sit down. Well,
Really nice shot. So
Yeah.
this will cut them down to only a 2-point score. That was an important shot by Rachel Steele.
yes, it was. Very nice. She threw nice controlled weight on that.
Yeah, great call.
Well called, yeah.
Yeah, great call. So important draw here for Emily Deschenes. Chance to get 2 points to take the lead. So her gamble in the 5th end, blanking, would pay off. Needs to make this.
8 foot. No, you don't. You do not have the side one.
Oh, sweeper's thinking this is a little heavy.
Early indication is it is warm.
It's okay, Em.
It's trying to come down. There, the soggy middle comes into play, Mary.
It did.
I think everybody thought that was through.
Exactly where she wanted
So
her
2
first
points
one.
for Team Deschenes here. The 6th end of play. Score is now 6-5, and Rachel Steele's team will have the hammer playing the 7th.
What was a 13-3? Yeah, I like top 4. Actually, I don't mind a 2. I mind a 2. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that was interesting. They Team Deschenes almost decided to just put it into the rings, but you might have seen Team Steele try to blank out the end and take hammer coming home.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you really do need to throw a guard here.
We're good. Weight's good.
Hi, Jill.
Hard, Julie. Go, Jill. Go, 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 go.
So Mary, in the men's semifinal, Scott Mitchell with a triple in the 6th end to get himself out of trouble. He ends up blanking the end, so the score remains 5-3 with Mitchell having the hammer playing the 7th.
Yeah, we're ready. No, no. That was a 15. This was a 415.
And Dylan Nepage is just waiting to see who he's going to play in the final.
Yeah, that will be an exciting game.
Nice shot by Megan Ford.
So coach for Team Deschenes indicating a timeout.
Wow, first timeout of the game, I think, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the coaches like to do. They like to hold off as long as possible so you can save them for those last couple of ends when they're really crucial.
Let's try the hit then.
What's our goal here?
Force or steal. No blank.
Would you rather give him 2 or blank?
I'd rather give him 2, I think. Well, I think we have an easier time getting 2 than stealing. Or sorry, stealing.
Have we done the hammer?
Yeah, we haven't been forced.
So then I think that if I had a choice between blank or steal, I'd like a blank or 2. So that I don't mind tapping it if you can kill it. Let's kill it.
I like killing. I don't like. I can throw bumper and kill it. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that then.
Throw a
Let's
bumper
try
and
it.
kill
Let's do it.
Just get a piece of it to do
Okay,
that.
let's do it.
Right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what Deschenes' coach talked over with them, Greg Artichuk.
Well, from what I was hearing, he definitely was asking them, what is the goal in this end? What do we want to happen?
Right.
So basically they said they don't mind giving up 2. They don't mind stealing, obviously, but they don't want a blank.
Right.
They feel more confident having the hammer coming home. So if surprised they didn't play the draw then, if they were okay with giving two, like keep that situation going in the middle. Draw, just freeze down to it. Unfortunate rollout there.
This is going to roll out.
It does. Now you're going to see the peel. So, contrary to what they discussed with their coach,
This is what they didn't want Rachel to be able to do.
So just an interesting call there on lead second rock.
Nice peel coming up here by Veronica. She's a very steady player. Well, Emily Deschenes, she'll keep putting up this center line guard, and Steele team will continue to try to peel it out. So Emily will hope that they miss one of their peels.
Oh, yeah.
Another nice peel. So on these lorries, sometimes it kind of helps to move this center line of guard around a bit, because they keep putting in the same spot, and makes the peels much easier for the Steele team. They know exactly where to put the broom.
Yeah, I totally agree. They could even put it a foot off the line.
Yeah.
See if they can somehow lure Team Steele into perhaps trying a draw instead.
Yeah.
Just move it around a little bit. They did not want to blank this end.
Interesting over in the semifinal with the boys. Goves is down a couple without, and he is shooting, and he has 2 rocks in the rings right now.
Yeah, Team Mitchell just double jammed. Team Goves putting some pressure on.
First rock for Emily Deschenes.
Well then. Oh, no. Don't touch it. Never lay a broom to it. Don't touch it. Okay, that's fine.
So Mary, was she trying to throw the guard there?
Yes, I think she was. I think. They were, you know, saying never touch it, so.
Yeah, ideally she'd like to roll to the wing here to give herself an easier roll out on her peel attempts on her next rock.
Roll that right over.
Yeah, I think she was trying to roll the other way, but
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah.
I think that red rock on the back line, Mary, is too far back. If she happens to jam, I don't think it would be in the rings, would it?
Well, it's hard for us to see the back of the house there.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. So last shot here for Emily. Wants to hit and stick and make Rachel make the hit and roll out for the blank.
Wants to stick around. Yeah, nice shot there. Here's another one of those important peel out shots for Rachel Steele. Does not want to take a point here. Wants to keep that all important hammer coming home in the 8th end. Oh dear.
Yeah, and I had a, I hate to say it, but I envisioned that slightly over curling.
Well, she overcurled a lot on her first one, right?
Yeah, and also you got to remember it's in the very back of the house.
Yes.
Has more time to curl because
right.
it's traveling longer.
Takes longer to get there.
She only took ice right at the side of the rock, so I wouldn't have minded seeing a couple more inches of ice.
Yeah. I think it's challenging to take when you visually see a lot of ice on a peel out. I think your concern is that you don't want to go by the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think you tend to see the ice tighten up. They tighten the ice up near the rock for that reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so tie game, 6 apiece. Team Deschenes has the hammer here coming home. So, Team
Gonna need a couple of good guards here.
Needs to steal.
Yes. Gonna try the tick shot here.
Yeah, Celeste with the tick. We've seen Celeste for the last 2 years at this provincial championship. She's a solid lead, that's for sure. Wants to make sure her shooter rolls far. Really nice shot. So Megan will try to replace that center guard here. Trying to come off the corner guard. They think it's hot.
Good call by Rachel.
Very good call. That was definitely going to be into the rings.
Yeah.
Heads up. Good heads up on that. Okay, so Celeste will attempt the second tick here. A lot of pressure on these lead shots.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when the score is tied. They asked for more weight, but I think they kept the broom in the same spot.
Just misses.
Yeah, our weight was really good. Just didn't have the line on that one.
So Laura, I'm not sure in this situation if I would put up another guard. I think I would get one in there now, and if it's good, then Deschenes will peel the guard and peel the guard. But right now, if you don't make this right, she's double peeling and you have nothing.
Yeah, the problem is that it's really hard to get separation on these. I'm with you. They don't need to steal 2. They only need to steal 1. So get one in. That's a perfect guard. Now, luckily enough, they did get a fair bit of separation. I think the double peel is there, though, if they want to take it on. They're just sort of off. They're staggered slightly, so she can give this a run. Just going to be peeling the top. So same situation, so they want to have as much separation as possible on these center guards. These as a thrower, very difficult.
Yeah. That's okay. They don't care about the movement as much as the separation, I think, here.
Yeah, and because the rock is so high, you actually need to take a fair bit less ice to get it to curl to the same spot, so it's directly in front of the other one.
Yeah.
Find a lot of people keep the broom in the same spot, and you're barely putting it over the line, so it has no time to curl.
Yeah.
So another chance here at a double peel. This is even more off-centered. It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
That was my fear.
Yeah, like that to me could have been the game-winning shot right there because, you know, this is a good peeling team, the Deschenes team, and all they have to do now is peel their way out, and all Rachel will have is to hide behind one of those corners. Deschenes will have a, you know, a draw for the win. Not that that's an easy shot to
No.
win, but.
So over in our semifinal game, Team Goves took one in the 7th end, and Team Mitchell's leading 5-4. Team Mitchell has the hammer, but Team Goves hogged their first rock. So nothing in play right now.
It's up to you, whatever you think's easier. Okay, no, it's okay. I like it. Yep. I'll just hit it thin. We'll be good.
So the only trouble with the tick rocks is then you've got some rocks that you have to get this rock by. You don't want to hit it too thin and come off one of those and put it into the rings.
He's just making this one.
Oof.
Woo.
That was scary.
Like one more.
So coach is indicating a timeout here.
Yeah, I was actually like guarding on the side.
Lori.
Hey.
He should have called the timeout when he heard us talking about
I'm surprised he didn't.
crazy.
Yeah.
He probably thought, I don't agree.
Yeah.
Well, look what happened.
Called it.
Do you like a guard like over on the side, like in the corner?
Like kind of near the TSL but higher.
Trying to create a jam
Yeah.
off center.
Well, mostly just cause
You could come up, say, 2 feet in front of that TSL,
Yeah.
so that if they hit, they jam, you jam on there, so they roll over the other side. Then you start to
Yeah.
Okay.
And tolerance is heavy. Like if you come in, I guess, and you got a lot of tolerance with that shot.
Sounds good. And then pick the right time to come in. Yep. Okay.
I like
Well,
a little
would
bit
rather
earlier
not.
than
I think
that,
I'm
but
gonna like 3 ends.
what? Yeah, but I also don't want to have Rachel just cold draw on her last.
I yawned and my eyes started watering and I was like, no, dry.
Are we back? Okay, so they've decided that they're going to continue to put up a guard, but they're going to move it around a bit. They're going to move it more towards the corner guard.
Actually, 3-4.
What they're maybe hoping for here is if they try to peel this and actually roll to the center.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to move it around after that double peel. Have to try something to see if you can get them to stick one. She's-
Hard. 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 Hard and all the way out.
Nice peel.
Great shot.
Little panic on that, but she had lots of weight
Yeah.
on that peel, so
Yeah.
big roll there.
Yeah. So I think you'll see Rachel Steele try to
I'm so sorry.
put one around now.
I had to throw that one
They
out.
only have 2 rocks to go.
So first shot here for Rachel Steele, the skip of this team.
Lines off that. T-line. T-line.
So really just
Lots of
needs
room.
the line here.
Lots of room.
Even if she's a little bit
Lots
back
of
of the
room,
rings, line's more
Lots
important.
of room. Really
Needs
hard.
to bury it.
Hard, 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 hard. Do you want help? Go hard, 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 hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 15-1.
So she can see a big chunk of that, so they can hit and roll to the center.
I think we both roll big or just completely roll out. Well, if we roll the center, she might try and do this.
Okay, coach is indicating a timeout
Okay, I
here.
like rolling big. 11. Okay.
Okay, another timeout here for Team Deschenes.
Doing that. Then she'll probably make that one. And then we're drawing against two. Yeah, yeah. This one's totally up to you. The draw that Rachel just threw was a 15. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot harder than it could be.
Like if we go to center. Like if we get to where the
Yeah.
go as far away as we can.
As long as
Yeah.
you have that.
No, I don't think so
Like
either. In that area.
Sort of like line like
All right.
that. Okay, and then we'll just make the draw. That was 1490 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Very good, you got it. That's my last time out. I don't have one
Yep.
more.
I like
11. Just because I think it's better to roll out than roll right to center.
Okay.
You got it, Em. My peel didn't do too much here, so I think this should be close.
No, but with 11 it should come
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking this should be close. You got it, Em.
Okay.
Emily's got to be careful where she rolls here.
No roll. Easy on the roll.
Rolling right out, in my opinion, is fine.
I did not get it. My bad. Sorry, guys.
I didn't mind if her shooter stuck somewhere just as a saver, that's all.
Another timeout.
It's like the last 30 seconds of a basketball game.
So this one's the Steele team calling this timeout.
So we're gonna go for the same shot?
I don't know. Do you have any other ideas?
No, you know what? It's a case of if we went top of the house, getting rid of this, partially on, partially not, and still force her to draw.
That's really hard,
Can't hit.
I like to
Don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the positivity.
Just a little less ice. So what? You gave me just outside center?
Yeah.
Do you like just on center?
I don't mind on center as long as just make sure we don't jump
my
it.
thing came off. Yeah. Yeah, my thing. What was the time on my last one? What was the time? Veronica, what was the time on my last?
15-1.
Okay. So it's pretty fast. Isn't that what you just gave me? Do you like that?
Okay, so last rock here for Rachel Steele, the 8th end of this championship final. Throwing the draw.
Yeah, needs to bury behind this guard.
The sweepers are liking the weight here. They really got to get it to curl now.
Trying to finish it.
Nice shot by Rachel.
So she tucks about a third behind.
How much? Yeah, we're just going to come right to it.
So this gives Emily Deschenes a chance to follow it down.
Of course, Emily could just ignore it, and she could draw outside in to the 4-foot area for the win. Sometimes these are a little tricky.
I think she'll have a really good idea on the time she needs to throw. They just timed that rock. I think this path might be just a bit more predictable. She just has to think of straight draw and not worry about the backing.
So this is it, last shot for Emily Deschenes for a chance to go to the national championship.
It all comes down to this throw.
Got to really communicate here if it's heavy. They need the line. And she makes it.
What a great shot.
Wow, there were some happy girls out there.
I'm crying.
Well, that was a great final to watch. Absolutely right down to the wire. And that means that Team Deschenes is going to go to the national championship in Sherway Park, Alberta. And we would like to congratulate them on that and wish them the best of luck in that national championship. Meanwhile, we are going to show the 5 o'clock game, which will be the men's final, so tune in then. And on behalf of Lori, myself, and TSL, we'll see you later on this afternoon.
Holy fuck.
Okay, can I wait my
Yeah. Guys, just move. Okay, Emily, let's go in order. Just wait. Go in order. Wait till fine. Thanks.